So I'm happy to say that after much time and a little bit of deliberation, I'm pretty happy with my 2019 resolutions. I know we're only 2 weeks in and I'm not going to see how they turn out for a while, but I'm pretty happy. I think that overall they were solid ideas. But that's not everything. You know, it's like G.I. Joe says, knowing which is only half the problem. The question is, how am I going to get these done? So, you know, with some trial and error, a little bit of trial and error, sometimes more error, I've come to the conclusion that there are 9 things that I need to do every day. You know, sometimes more one thing, sometimes more the other, to reach my 2019 resolutions. And so I'm going to share these with you right now. So these are my top 9 2019 New Year's resolution. Why 9? Because that's all I could think up. Okay, so number 9 is calories. My goal is 2,000. Why? Because I want to lose weight. That's one of the easiest, most straightforward ways to lose weight is less calories. I know a lot of people are like, oh, eat protein, eat fiber, drink more water, you know, exercise. There's a lot of different ideas behind it, but basically you want to lose weight, you want your knees to stop hurting, you want to have less time to devote into the restroom, you eat less calories. This one guy did a study. No, a dietitian did an experiment. It wasn't even an experiment. He knew what was going to happen. He was tired of people saying you got to eat perfect and healthy and all this to lose weight. He's like, no, it's the calories. So he spent, I think, a month or a certain amount of time just eating junk food. You know, burgers, candies, chips. And he lost weight because it was a limited. It was like 2,000 or however many calories that he was going to do. And so not only did he lose weight, his bad cholesterol went down. So yeah. Number 9 is calories. Next up is number 8. Number 8 is primary work. And what I mean by primary work is one of my New Year's resolutions is to write a novel. I've always wanted to write and get a novel published. Publish a novel. I've written novels. I just haven't gotten any published. And that's mostly because of the editing. I hate editing. So yeah, work on the novel every day. My problem with that right now is I haven't decided what novel I want to do. I have plenty of ideas. I got a list of possible, you know, topics or whatever. It's like 300 and something long. I just don't know where I want to start. So, but once I start, I'm going to continue. Number 7 is focus on my budget. I want my own place. I want my own car. I want to do YouTube. All of these things are expensive. And I don't want to waste money on little things like eating out or, you know, just video games that I'm never going to beat or play or I'm only like kind of interested in. I don't want to waste money. And I've always been bad with that. And I guess because, you know, my mom likes to say you've never been hungry. And that's true. I've never been hungry. The need for me to restrain myself on calories is probably, you know, good enough evidence for that. But I've never had that want, that desire, anything I want. It's kind of like, well, you know, I can afford it, so I might as well get it. No, I need to, you know, buckle up and just start saving. You know, work on my budget, not buy, you know, no more $300 on eating out a month. And so, yeah, plus even once I have my own place, I want to be able to continue to live in my own place. So, you know, having a budget's going to help a lot there too. Drink more water. And I know I just said, you know, it's ultimately how much calories you eat that's going to determine your weight, but water isn't just about losing weight. Yeah, sure, the more water you drink, the less space you have for food. But it also helps it helps your body functioning. You know, we're like 70 to 90% water, depends on who you ask. So the body does need a lot of water. It's not as easy as you would think, because you would think, well, water is everywhere. It's one of the few places that's free, unless you're me and you go to Chili's this one time and they charge you for 2 cups of water that you didn't even drink. But water is free and it's easy to get. But here's the thing. Drinking water is easy. Getting rid of it is difficult, because you carry it around with you, but you can't carry it around very long. And once it's got to get rid of it, you got to get rid of it. And number 5 is you know, read my book. Read whatever novel or whatever I'm reading at the time, because I do want to read 52 books a year. That's one of my goals. And the thing is, it's not just to say I've read 52 books, because I've read 52 books before. I think my record is like 80, so I can read a lot. It's just, you know, it's being consistent. It's getting into that mindset of reading every day again. And it hasn't been easy, but, you know, it hasn't been like super difficult. It's just a matter of sitting down and saying, no, I'm not going to play Pokemon Go right now. I'm going to sit down and enjoy my book. And plus, reading is just, it's one of the I want to say 3 commandments for if you want to get into creative writing, because 1, you see how other people write, you notice mistakes, you know, examples and stuff, and 2, the more you read, the more you know, and the more you know, the more you can create. Because I was reading a book, and it was about creativity, and it's basically creativity is just combining 2 things in a certain way. Harry Potter is, you know, wizards, witches, and school. And this is the same thing for almost anything, jokes or whatever. So yeah, read every day. That's number 5. Number 4 is physical exercise. You know, be it running, walking, going to the gym for running and walking, strength training, stretching, which I never do. And this also includes walking my dogs. And the good thing is I walk my dogs every day. And they usually get like an hour, hour and a half. So, and they're pulling me along, so it's at a good pace. I do need to focus more on the strength training, but, you know, I'm doing okay. And of course, you know, no-brainer exercise is good because it helps you lose weight, it helps you keep weight off. And I was reading several articles that said the more you do cardio and you exercise, the more blood goes to your brain, and you are a better writer for it. So of course, you know, it goes back to writing, and that's the big one. So yeah, number 4 is exercise. Number 3 is probably my personal favorite of the bunch. Like, I look forward to this every day, even if it gives me problems. I think it feels so good when you sit down and you just do it and you get it done and you're like, okay, it's not perfect, but I did it. And that is a writing exercise every day. And it's good for obvious reasons. You know, you increase your writing practice, your word count, your what's it called? Your writing practice, your word count, your creativity, because you come up with new ideas a lot of times out of your butt. Sometimes you get into it and it's like, you know, you just got to sit down and do it, and you just pull something out, and a lot of times it's terrible, but sometimes it's great. So yeah, number 3 is the writing exercise every day, and it feels good. It's fun. It's great for creativity. It's writing practice, and you can get feedback. Like, you can get constant feedback on how different styles work and how people like different things. So yeah, number 3, my personal favorite in the group, is writing exercise. Alright guys, I'm gonna be honest. Number 2 is probably the one I've had the most difficulty with. I have not succeeded this once this year. This and calories, I have not succeeded. I did a little bit of even primary writing, even though I don't have a novel, because I was looking through. I was working on it. But number 2, I have failed miserably. Oh my gosh, I am like the road runner in number 2. And that is, you know, no sweet stuff, no sugar, no white powder, no euphemism cocaine, no sugar, well, okay, sugar, because you're supposed to have like, I think 50 to 60 grams a day, but no like sweets. And I'm bad because I like eating these $3 cupcakes. They're nothing more than, you know, sweet bread with sugar in the middle and sugar on the top. There's always chocolate, there's always candies inside, and it's just so difficult. But you know, sugar really is just one of the most terrible things you can eat. It's addictive, so you eat a lot of it. Again, more calories. It causes you to burn out because you get a sugar rush, and then you kind of like, so you don't get anything done. You spend a lot of money. It's one of the biggest things that I need to do to get things done. It might have needed to be number 1, but it's so depressing and so hard that I couldn't put it in number 1. But yeah, so that's number 2. And so the number 1 thing I need to do every single day for my New Year's resolution is do a YouTube video. Now, I know a lot of number 2, sugar, sounded pretty important, especially because it affects everything. But the thing is, number 2 and everything else before it, it's kind of in my comfort zone. It's kind of what I'm used to doing. It falls within what I'm comfortable with. I don't have any problems not eating sugar. I don't have any problems, you know, writing. It doesn't force me into a new area. This forces me into a new area. I am shy. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm going to pass out right now. But I have to do it. And it's great. And YouTube is great. It has a lot of potential. It has a lot of benefits. But really, right now, it's just me stepping out of the comfort zone and having something where other people are immediately, they have access to see, hey, is he doing what he needs to do or not? And that's also another big horror for me. It's like I'm being judged too. I'm being judged, and there's a set record. It's not like my other writing or my other things where, oh, I can fudge it here. No, this is on YouTube, and it comes out on the date that I am supposed to do it. So yeah, so the number 1 thing is YouTube. But yes, those were the 9 things I had to do every day to reach my 2019 resolutions. Are they going to work? I have no idea. We're in the third week of the year, so it's anybody's guess from here. But I have a good feeling that if I do these 9 things, I'm going to, for once in my life, accomplish my resolutions, and that's gonna feel great. And I am looking forward to coming back here at the end of the year and saying, I did them. I did some of them. I did most of them. I did nearly all of them. But I want to be able to say I did them. So yeah, this is Jimmy22 signing out. Have a good one.